Hey everybody, welcome back. This is video 2 of 5 for chapter 2 to help you study for your North Carolina real estate exam. So video 2 is all about the estate section of your test. There's a lot of moving parts here, so we're going to keep it short and sweet. You definitely need to know the definition of an estate. Usually when people hear the word estate, they're thinking about an estate sale, meaning someone has passed away and they're selling off their assets. I want you to change up your mindset, and now when you think of estate, I want you to think of the quantity, degree, extent, and nature of interest one has in real property. So I came up with an acronym, QDEN. So definition of an estate is quantity, degree, extent, nature of interest that someone has in real property. They start off by talking about fee simple estates. So fee simple means ownership. So I went ahead and created a visual to let you know that there are two types of fee simple estates. You have fee simple absolute, which is the highest form of ownership. There is no limitation. And you have fee simple defeasible. There are limitations when it comes to a defeasible, also known as a qualified fee estate, meaning that the ownership can be lost or defeated based on the occurrence or non-occurrence of an event. For example, you have two types of fee simple defeasible estates: fee simple subject to a condition subsequent, and fee simple determinable. Fee simple subject to a condition subsequent says not to perform something. Your book has a great example saying that a sale happened, a conveyance happened, saying that the new owners cannot sell alcohol on the premises. If they do, then the ownership will be lost and go back to the original grantor. Fee simple determinable says for you to continue something. Another great example in your book talks about selling it to someone, saying, please continue to use it as a park. If you don't use it as a park, then it will be given back to the original grantor. So for your fee simple estates, I went ahead and summarized everything that you get. Bundle of legal rights, that's your deep C, meaning complete ownership. Highest form of ownership here, which is your fee simple absolute. Unlimited duration of ownership as long as you follow the rules. When an owner dies, the estate passes to their heirs or devisees based on what the will says, which we'll talk about in chapter 5. This is an estate of inheritance and legally transferable, but not always free of encumbrances. Encumbrances we'll talk about in chapter 3. Encumbrances are anything that can affect title. Next, you have your life estates. So you have conventional life estates in which they introduce a life tenant and a measuring life. So let's start with the basics. A life tenant is someone that can use it for the duration of their life. Once they pass, then it will either remain, it's a remainder interest in which it will go to the remainder man that the original grantor had named, or it will reversionary interest, go back to the original grantor on the death of the life tenant. So the life tenant does not get to allow others to inherit it. They only have it for as long as they are alive. Then they also talk about the measuring life. So this is going to work with the life tenant, meaning life tenant, you may stay in the property and have full bundle of legal rights as long as the measuring life is alive. So the measuring life does not have any future ownership. All they are is using to measure how long the life tenant will have the ownership. Once the measuring life passes, the life tenant's ownership terminates. So this is a non-inheritable estate. That concludes what you need to know about estates for Chapter 2. I would recommend going back and rereading those sections and all the examples that the book provides you. My contact information is below. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. See you in the next video.